Somebody else texted, I would like to hear Russ Finley's opinion on Kamala Harris. Well, I guess we all would. I think I know what his opinion is, but we always like to hear what Russ has to say, our veteran political analyst from up north. So, I don't know. What can you say? You're not going to hear much from her. She's going to deliver the stock speech. She'll do the same one out in Phoenix tonight. She did in Michigan and Wisconsin yesterday. Just the way it is. And we'll hear the grandfatherly. He's such a folksy guy, that Tim Walz. He's so folksy. It's like having Mr. Rogers as vice president, isn't it? It's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Yeah. Look at Minnesota. Oof, geez. The only combat experience he has was in Minneapolis during the BLM riots. And he didn't do much there. So anyway, yeah, that's all you're going to hear. There might be one debate. We can tell you now that Kamala Harris has been declared the winner of that debate already. And that's just it. I mean, a lot of people like Trump's ideas and policies, but a lot of people are just tired of him, tired of the shtick and all of that. Yeah. I watched his press conference yesterday. What are you going to say? You know, if you like him, you like him. A lot of people go to his rallies. He'll get a lot of votes. But in the end, the general consensus, and I talk to people who are not Democrats or fans of Ms. Harris, but a lot of people just think she's going to win. And all she's got to do is lay low, do the one debate. Early September, won't matter. By then, early voting has started in some states. And by the time, Trump will do some rallies, and there'll be some fart in the wind type stories, outrage stories on Fox. There'll be the usual stuff. You know, Hannity and Laura Ingraham, they'll be complaining and whining and all of that. Trump will just do interviews on Fox, won't go on The View or Morning Joe or anything. Same old thing. Meanwhile, Ms. Harris, she isn't going to do anything. Going to give speeches. She'll do a perfunctory interview with 60 Minutes. Leslie Stahl will interview her. It'll be very friendly and cordial and respectful. That'll be about it. Talk to the New York Times editorial board before they endorse her and all of that. You know, the campaign is very predictable with 87 days left. There's nothing that's going to change right now. Nothing that's going to change. What can change? What's going to change the narrative? You know the characters involved. You know, I mean, if you're an all-set type person and you're in the North Carolina, you don't care about immigration. Inflation, it's an annoyance, but so. And what else? Crime? Well, maybe not in your neck of the woods. You live out in the country, out in some fancy pants place. If you're living on the Stores Road outside of Sackett, you're not worried about crime. And if you're living in an area where there's a lot of crime, you're probably not voting. It's that simple. So get used to it. And somebody says I'm too negative. I'm not being negative. I'm just being realistic. Tell me something different's going to happen. Tell me what Trump is going to do to turn this ship around. I don't know. Loses by 5 or 6. Electoral vote probably 340 to 190, somewhere in that range. He might do a little better or something, depending on a state here and there. But gotta remember, the states he won last time with the new census add up to 235 electoral votes. Now, granted, if he could flip Pennsylvania and Georgia, which are 19 and 16, what's 19 plus 16? Oh, I don't need a calculator. I know it's 35. What's 235 plus 35? Oh, it's 70. So that would be the path to victory, the easiest path for him. But how the heck does he win Pennsylvania? You can talk about fracking till you're blue in the face. People in Bucks County there, they don't know what fracking is. In Georgia, well, he keeps going down there crapping on the popular governor, and he's not going to win that either. He might flip Arizona. That's when I could see him flipping. Outside shot at a Wisconsin if things stayed close. That's about it. Maybe Nebraska too. I don't know. Not that familiar with that district. So take it for what it's worth. Predictions, if you got them, you call.